Have you ever walked into a coin shop and asked yourself, what am I going to purchase today? Sometimes you go into a shop and they don't have much to choose from. And sometimes you walk in and you're absolutely overwhelmed by the selection. So how do you break it down? How do you choose what's right for you? Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Journey. In this video, I just want to go over what happens to us sometimes when we go to a shop. I often find myself going into a coin shop not knowing exactly what I want to buy. And that could be possibly my very first mistake. Knowing what you want to purchase before you go can make things a lot easier, but oftentimes I'm just looking for something to catch my eye. The difficulty of that choice can vary depending on the shops you go into. Some shops have piles of inventory, which can make the choice quite difficult. Other shops can have such a small selection that you decide you don't even want anything, because you just can't find anything that catches you or something that you just can't live without. If I do not know exactly what I want to get, I prefer to go to a place with a larger selection, like Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles. They have such a wide variety of items on offer that I'm normally able to find something that I like. But I do like to have some sort of idea in mind before I go. Do I want rounds, coins, bars, or constitutional? That is what I generally ask myself before I go inside. I am typically looking for silver rounds or coins. There is normally a better selection of these, especially the rounds. Here recently, I've paid more attention to generic rounds and bars. When I go in, I normally do a scan all over the room, look at all the items available, and something will normally catch my attention. I don't know about you, but one of the largest problems is I'm not normally focused on one thing to purchase. The only thing I usually have in mind when I go in is how much money I want to spend, or not spend. Ever since I began stacking, I have only focused on things that I like, things that appeal to me visually. I've always been drawn to aesthetics, and in some cases, that could be a downfall. There are so many beautiful things to choose from that it can become very easy to overspend. I often find myself drawn to more collectible items, but I rarely make that purchase. Oftentimes, when I see more premium items, the price scares me off. I keep thinking to myself, I can get multiple of the cheaper items for the same price. And that's why you never see in my stack very, very expensive silver. One way to find items at a reasonable price is just ask the dealer, do they have anything on clearance or special? From time to time, they might, and you might be able to find an item that's just not moving for them and they just want to get rid of it. Here recently though, that's not been very typical. Many shops will also have a generic bin, and this is typically where you find the items closest to spot price other than large bars. In the last few weeks, that has been normally what I've been getting my items from. For the most part, I can always find something in the generic bin that I like. So after I look at everything, if I still cannot find something that I want, I just get something from the generic bin. But in the end, it all falls down to the saying, stack what you like. Sometimes it can get you in trouble, but if you don't like it, who knows if you'll stick with it. If you ever look over the entire store and the only thing that catches your attention is high premium items, and you find one that you absolutely have to have and you cannot live without it, then go ahead and get it. But just keep in mind that if you ever need to sell it, most likely you won't get your premium back that you paid. And that's just one of the things about high premium items. So yes, stack what you like, but remember you have to pay for it. So as Don't Ask said, sometimes it's good to just buy things that you don't like so much. So if you ever do need to sell, you've got a stack or a pile set aside that you don't mind letting go of. But that's the thoughts that go through my head when I'm going into a shop or if I'm planning to go to a shop. As I said, I generally don't know exactly what I'm looking for. So I just go in and look at everything, and I usually find something. It's very rare I'll go in and not come out with something. But keep in mind your budget, and keep in mind the premiums that you're willing to pay. So that's what I've got for you in this one. Just a rather quick video, just to let you know my thoughts that I go through before I go into a store. But if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know what you think. What do you do before you go into a shop? Do you have a list of things that you want? Do you have a specific item you're going for? Or do you just let the feeling hit you? And with that being said, I want to thank you all for being here for this video, and thank you as always for following along on my silver journey. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.